This fanfiction is only for entertainment purposes, so please don't take it seriously and don't be offended. It's just a story made out of imagination, so it doesn't define any character in real life. I hope you'll enjoy the story and leave positive comments without hating the author and character. I don't own any pictures, but the storylines are completely mine. I will do voiceover, so you can mute it if you want. Hope you will like the video.
You looked at the clock, then at your birthday cake, as a tear silently slipped down your cheek. It was already past 12, which meant your birthday had ended. Once again, you were alone. No birthday wishes. No celebrations. Nothing. But this time, the loneliness hurt more than ever. Because this time, he had promised. Your mafia boyfriend, Kim Taehyung, had looked into your eyes and promised that he would celebrate your birthday with you, no matter what. But he wasn't here. For the past week, he had been on a dangerous mission and hadn't returned yet. You knew how important his work was. You understood the risks. You never complained, never stopped him. But today, just for once, you wanted to hear his voice. Just one happy birthday from him. That's all. Even a simple call, just hearing him say those 2 words, would have been enough. But it never came. 6 months ago, you had proposed to him. And to your surprise, he had accepted. His cold nature never bothered you. You knew he wasn't good at expressing emotions, but his actions always showed how deeply he cared. He rarely said, "I love you," but the way he looked at you, the way he held your hand in silence, said more than words ever could. With a heavy heart, you cut the cake alone. You took a small bite as another tear slid down. But you quickly wiped it away, forcing a small smile on your face. "It's okay," you whispered to yourself. "It's not my last birthday. Maybe next year, he'll be here." Just then, the door burst open with a loud thud. You turned around, your eyes widening in shock. Taehyung stood there, breathless, trembling. A bandage was wrapped around his head, and though his shirt covered the rest, the way he moved, slow, stiff, painful, made it clear that he was badly hurt. Your heart dropped. His eyes locked with yours. They softened immediately as he saw your swollen eyes, red from crying. Without a word, he started walking toward you, dragging his weak body. You rushed to him, your arms ready to catch him. And just as you reached, he wrapped his arms around your waist and whispered in the weakest voice you had ever heard. "Taehyung, happy birthday, princess." And then, he collapsed in your arms. Your eyes widened in fear as his full weight fell on you. You struggled to hold him up, your heart racing in panic. His body felt cold, too cold. Just then, Max, his personal bodyguard, rushed in, panting. He looked at Taehyung's condition and immediately stepped in to help you hold him. "Max, let's take him to the room. I've already called the doctor again." You simply nodded, your voice lost. Your hands trembled, your eyes fixed on Taehyung's pale face as Max helped carry him. You followed them silently, your heart aching, scared, broken, but still holding onto hope. The doctor had already left after checking him, reassuring you both that Taehyung was stable for now. He just needed rest. You sat quietly beside him on the bed, gently running your fingers through his soft hair. A tear rolled down your cheek as you looked at his sleeping face. "Wyan," softly, How did this happen?" Max let out a deep sigh before replying, his voice filled with guilt and frustration. "Max, he was trying to protect the locket you gave him. I told him it's not worth risking his life. I said you could make him another one. But he refused." He paused, eyes heavy with emotion. "Max, he said you spent days making it just for him, that it was your love in that locket." So, without thinking twice, he walked straight into the enemy's trap. They used it to lure him in. We tried everything to protect him, but he still ended up getting hurt. Another tear slipped from your eyes as your gaze shifted to the bracelet on his wrist. The very first gift you had ever given him. "Max, I'm sorry." You looked at him quietly, your eyes asking why he was apologizing. Max, softly, he was badly hurt, Wyan. But even then, he was stubborn. He kept saying he had to come home first before going to the hospital. I had no choice. I knocked him out to take him for treatment. I knew this day mattered to you. And he knew it too. Even when he opened his eyes in the hospital, he created chaos, insisted on coming here. You turned your eyes back to Taehyung, lying there peacefully. Even in his fragile state, he looked like the strongest man in your world. You smiled sadly, voice trembling. Wyan, didn't I get the best man in the world, Appa? I thought he forgot, but even like this, he was trying to come back to me. Just to say, happy birthday. I never imagined someone would care for me like this, love me like this. Max stepped forward, gently patting your head. Max, softly, sorry for being late. But happy birthday, my lucky charm. That broke you. Tears started flowing freely now. You didn't even try to stop them. Max had come into your life after Taehyung, but he had protected you like an older brother from the beginning. Apart from Taehyung, if there was one man in this world you trusted completely, it was him. You looked at Max through your tears. Without saying a word, he leaned down and hugged you gently. Max, sure, it's all right. He'll be fine soon. And when he wakes up, we'll go back to driving him crazy like always. He chuckled softly, trying to lighten the mood. Max, remember when we destroyed his favorite painting? Or his white shirt? And that time we didn't let him sleep all night because we were watching horror movies? You laughed softly through your tears, your eyes still on Taehyung. After a while, Max left the room, giving you some time alone. You laid down beside Taehyung carefully, wrapping your arms around his waist. You placed your forehead gently against his chest and whispered through choked breaths. Wyan, please wake up soon. I need you. I really can't live without you anymore. The room was silent, the only sound being your slow breathing and the faint beat of his heart under your cheek. But even in that silence, your love was louder than anything. 2 hours later, while you were fast asleep beside him, you felt a soft touch on your neck. Your eyes fluttered open, and there he was. Taehyung. His eyes were full of love as he gently traced your neck with his fingers. You didn't even realize when the tears started falling again, one after another. And without a word, you wrapped your arms tightly around his waist, holding him as if you'd lose him again. Taehyung, softly, I'm okay, princess. Wyan, choking up, but I'm not. You sobbed quietly in his arms, and he pulled you closer, patting your back gently. Taehyung, guilty? Was I on time? Or had it already passed 12 when I wished you? His voice was soft, full of guilt. You looked up, smiled a little, and lied. Wyan, you were on time. You wished me right on time. You said it so confidently that he didn't doubt you for a second. Then your expression turned serious, and you looked into his eyes. Wyan, don't you dare do something like that again. I can make you 100 lockets like that. Don't you ever risk your life for something so small. And if you're hurt again, don't even think of coming to me before getting treated. I'll come to you. Or better, don't get hurt at all. Taehyung chuckled lowly. Taehyung, didn't know my soft girl could get angry too. You grabbed his collar and pulled his face close to yours. Wyan, don't take my warnings lightly otherwise. Taehyung, cutting you off. Otherwise what, princess? He smirked, stroking your cheek. Just like always, the anger melted from your face as his touch calmed your heart. You pouted, making him chuckle again. Taehyung, all right, I promise I won't do it again. But stop making that cute face, you know how much I love it. You giggled, and he got lost in the sound of your laughter. Then suddenly, he held your hand tightly. Taehyung, I'm sorry, princess. Wyan, confused. Sorry? For what? Taehyung, for breaking my promise. For not being able to celebrate your birthday with you. You had to spend it alone. Again. You deserve so much more. Someone who can give you a normal life. Not this constant fear, this danger. Sometimes I feel like You'd be happier without me. Your heart sank hearing the pain in his voice. You cupped his face, making him look at you. He didn't know, but you were an orphan. You never had a real birthday. The date you celebrate is the day you were found on the orphanage steps. Until you grew up and started working, you'd never even had a birthday cake. Celebrating alone had become a habit until he entered your life. When, softly, there's no one better than you, Taehyung. And even if there was, I don't want anyone else. I have the man I love in my arms right now. The one who puts me first, always. And I love him. I love the silly, stubborn, and caring man. And he's mine. Taehyung, smirking, oh really? Yn, yes, really. He leaned in and kissed your cheek, making your cheeks turn red. You knew Taehyung became more affectionate when he was sick or hurt, but moments like this still made your heart race. He rarely kissed you, always afraid to make you uncomfortable. Taehyung, then, can this silly man ask for something? Yn, anything. Taehyung, pointing at your top, then remove it. Please. Your breath hitched, but you nodded, trusting him. You pulled your top over your head, now only in your bra, blushing hard. He didn't stare, not the way others might have. Instead, he gently rested his head on your chest, his arms tightening around your waist. Taehyung, murmuring, I always wanted to sleep like this. You smell so nice. It relaxes me. You smiled through your shyness, brushing your fingers through his hair. That night, you both fell asleep in each other's embrace, his head on your chest and your arms around him. And for the first time in a long time, Taehyung slept peacefully. Right where he belonged. /the end /.